as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Cousins. And nearly an interception here on the opening drive. But instead, third down.
I just didn't call me when you got the windy.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now from the 50. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that, Fields. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 35.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right.
On the carry, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd and
1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Jim, 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 Jim.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get that quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Switch up, switch up.
Final play of the half, Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now the second down throw on target. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And an alley to run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football.